What's up, YouTube? John back with JT Vapes, and I got another review coming at you. You know how it is. I got the Breeze by Aspire. Let's take a look. Down on the deck.
Alright, back down on the deck with the Aspire Breeze, or the Breeze by Aspire, whichever way you want to say it. Alright, let's open it up and see what comes with this motherfucker. Alright. Look at that. That's pretty sweet looking right there. Will say myself. And pretty nice little packaging you got. Aspire I haven't played around with since their first sub-ohm mod. Sub-ohm atomizer, I do say. You got a little user manual, how to use it. Some extra little bullshit. Some O-rings, a warranty card. You know, not too bad. Alright, it does come with 2 coils. And I bought 5 extra coils, if you looked on my Instagram. The 2 coils are the 0.06 ohm and the 0.12 ohm, and I did put the 0.06 in there because I'm a little bit of a ohm cloud chaser, even though this is not a cloud chasing device. I like a little bit more warm of a vape. Of course, you have your extra micro USB. I was using something else to charge it up. I have it already charged, juiced up, but I figured I'd show you the unboxing process because everybody likes a good unboxing. And here it is. That's a pretty sexy little thing you got going on there. Alright, let's take it back up top, vape on it, show you how the things work, and then I'll give you my final thoughts.
Alright, and we're back on top with the Breeze by Aspire. Alright, so what do I think about this? Doesn't matter yet. Let's break it down and show you how to put the coils in. It's a pretty simple build. You know, if somebody just starting out might need a little bit of help with it, you might want to help them. Alright, so you can see right there, you got your battery access right there. You're not going to need that. It's all internal. It charges from the port in the back. You can see that mamma jamma right there. And you got this doohickey right up here. And I'm pointing again to the wrong side. You got a doohickey right here. And it looks like a little Phillips slot. And look what we got on the cap. It's a little Phillips flathead. That's it. Flathead screwdriver. You use that to twist it off. Just like that. And then once it gets a little free spinning, you can just pop it off with your hand. And let's pull it out. Now, as you can see, I already have a coil in there. Then you take the coil out of the box that it comes in. And you screw that coil on. It comes with 2 coils. And I decided to put the 0.06 ohm coil on this. It also comes with a 1.4, I believe, and an extra charging cable. Again, I went on that in the video, when we were down bottom. And so what you do is you screw your little doohickey on this doodad right here. You take your coil, you put it on this piece right here. You insert it. Now, if you can see right there, let's see if it'll focus. You see that little red line right there? You might not be able to. Let's see if I can turn it a little to the light. A little to the left. Okay, you can see a little bit of that red line. Well, anyway, you're going to fill your juice up to that red line. When you push it down inside there, the juice comes up. If you can see that, the juice comes up there. So if you fill it over the line, you're going to have a lot of juice where you don't want it. And that is a bad thing, as always. But pardon me. But if you fill it up to the line, you won't have any problems. And again, we're going to take that and tighten it back up. So it's an easy, really, just screw on, move on. I would recommend re-wicking your coil unless you're going to have it sit for an hour and a half. Probably not an hour and a half. I would say 15 minutes. I would still take some dry hits on it. Make sure this motherfucker's off. That's the way I do it. Take some dry hits on it. Prime up the coils. And you're ready to go. So let's look down at the Breeze. You got your airflow right there. See where that plus is right there. It's made of a nice plastic material. It feels pretty sturdy in the hand. You got a button right here. That's the only button on there. Click our 5 on, 5 off. And as you can see, that light lights up. If you can see, it's kind of a pinkish, purplish. It looks like it's more of a pinkish but it looks a little bit more purplish there. It's a blue and red light underneath there, firing at the first and same time. That means it's full charge and full ready to go. It will turn blue when it's about halfway down, and red when it's dead. So, about that, again, it's full ready to go. As you see, as you might have seen, it has 2 firing ways. First, as you can hear that, it fires that way. It also fires the way that most people are used to standalone mouth lungs. Just pull on it. And there she chucks. So, what I said I was going to say is it better than the Soaring Air? Again, it's my own opinion, how I feel. But what I feel is that I think the flavor production is better on this. Maybe it's just the juice. Maybe it's just one of many things. It's the same type of juice, different juice. This has menthol. This doesn't. But I think the flavor of the juice is actually better on this. The pull's a little tighter. But that was the only pluses I really have to this. Maybe it's thinner, smaller, as you can see. It's a lot thinner. A lot. But the coils for this are about 5 for $13, something around there, where one of these is $6 to $7. Bugdish. But alright, I'm going to give you the cheapest way, because again, a lot of people might not really want to spend all the money to start into vaping. So you might want to give them a cheap solution. $30. Pretty cheap. Pretty easy, pretty run-of-the-mill. Still really good flavor. Good vapor production. This actually produces a good amount more vapor than that, wherever it went. But, is it worth it? Well, that's what I'm here to tell you. I would say, yeah, it's worth it. Now, what I recommend is you use that salt vape, the salt vape I was talking about in my first video. Because salt vapor hits the lungs, hits the air, hits the blood flow. I'm not sure what's supposed to be over here. I guess that's an artery. But it hits the blood flow a lot faster than your regular freebase, which you would use in a regular RTA, RDTA, RDA, or your old chucking motherfuckers. So, if someone wants to get started in vaping and they come from a smoking habit, or they just want a lot of nicotine, I'd recommend something like this, because you're going to get your nicotine fix. You're going to get all of the wonderful things about cigarettes without all that stinky bullshit in your lungs. So you might want to look at it. Aspire makes some decent products. They're actually, their machining is pretty nice. They're again, I haven't had as much experience with Aspire for a while. I think the last one I had was when they first went into, they were one of the first ones to make their foray into sub-ohm atomizers. But it's not a bad device. It fires nice. It actually has some nice airflow if you're a big airflow person. Personally, on one of these, I prefer less tighter airflow, so I kind of like the Soaring for that. But this still is a decent device. I would say your cons on this device, the 2 coils that come with it, the 1.4 I've been told burns out in like 2 days. So when I bought it from the guy told me here's the extra coils. You buy these last 7 to 8 days. Now again, that's steady puffing. I only really use this when I'm stressed or I need a good nicotine fix really fast. But that's still a viable option. 7 to 8 days, a week out of a coil. If you all know, when you're puffing and puffing and puffing and puffing, you need a long coil that goes strong. So, longevity is a good thing. especially for someone who doesn't really want to spend a lot to get into the vape game. This is a good starter. It's a very good starter. And you really want something good so they don't go back to the nasty, butt-sucking cigarettes. So, would I recommend this? Absolutely. Would I recommend this for somebody who's normally chucking the clouds, doesn't really want a doesn't really want a mouth to lung? No, because you already know what your niche is. You already are going to go with rebuildables. That's fine. Would I recommend this for somebody who just started vaping, getting off them stinkies, getting away from all that tar, kicking ash, and taking name? Yes, absolutely. This is for you. You want to start on this? Yes, this is an older device. Most people have heard about this, probably have seen some reviews for it already. I was just thinking about finding something in the cheaper realm for mouth-to-lungers that would not break the bank. And, everybody does do videos on this because they might think it's beneath the vaping community. It's absolutely not. The end goal for vaping is to get people off cigarettes. And I think this is a good foray into that market. You might not stay with this. This might be your first vape, and you might say, hey, I need more clouds. Get someone something like this. It's cheap. It's not going to break your bank. The extra the extra coils aren't that expensive. So you know what? You're not going to lose anything if they don't. Ask for it back because it's actually a little decent device. I sure am going to use it. I'm sure I'm going to use it at work. Something really small fits in your pocket. It's not going to fire in your pocket if you turn it off. But it's a nice little device. So, would I recommend this? Yes. Out of a 10-star rating, I would probably give this a 6. Maybe a 6.5 for what it is. Would I use this if I had a regular mouth-to-lung firing? Probably not on top of a mod. Probably not, but you know what? For a standalone device, this is really good. There are some little downsides to it, having to buy coils, not being able to build your own. But again, that's really subjective. So, would I recommend this? Yes. Is it perfect? No. But can it get somebody off cigarettes? Yes, and that's really our goal here. Get you off them cigarettes. Get you off them cigars. Get you off that chewing tobacco that's going to end up rotting out your mouth. So, I would recommend this. The Breeze by Aspire. So, YouTube, like, subscribe, send me some hate mail. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't know if I can use that. That's somebody else's line. But hey, YouTube, thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Add me on Instagram, JT Vapes. And as always, YouTube, keep calm and vape on. Mother!